Well, this is Norman. I'm back. I don't know, going on and on. But I have some nice things to say, and I want to say them. Woodstock, Spalding, Bare Bones Broadcasting, a radio broadcaster in a skeleton state, lad. You got a radio station. Oh, man. Of course, you're using advertising. Thered be a problem, I suppose. Listen, I want to remind you of something. I'm a very, 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 very privileged human being. That I am aware of some things that others ain't. Quite a privilege, how privileged I am to be here. I have a thing in with me that you don't. I can tell you that. I find it beyond my ability to express. Way beyond it. In fact, enough that I make sure that's reminded. Very much. I have an appreciation for the mechanics of this that I don't even understand. I don't. And it gets me. Appreciation for the mechanics of this that I don't understand. And I don't like things that eat themselves to stay living. No, I don't. And the Lord said there's more here than that, young man, and you know it. Well, I didn't know it until the Lord explained it. And I'm privileged for that explanation. I think it's pre-written in Stars and Planets. And I find it exciting to be a Victrola in it. Even though I blow it. It's exciting to do it. And you do it for a hologram's length. I mean, you only want to catch on what you're doing, you're gone. Because it's not talked about in front of you all your life. At all. You got to back up and figure that one out yourself. Like, that ain't the way it was there one time, I'll tell you that, lad. What else would you exclaim? Certainly not what the advertising industry exclaim. They ain't exclaiming that. Well, they ain't. They say sneak on it. Baloney. Now, I'm privileged, not only for that, to live in a time where these people are in front of me are price of George Bush. That's exciting. The old man, it's exciting. Clinton, exciting. Bob Caldwell, exciting. Wonderful people in my time have really inspired me. And that's what the word I was using. A kid who came running up in the street, saw me on cable access, he said, hell, the kid was 14. Monstrous kid. You've inspired me. Hug me. Oh, Norman, you've inspired me. The same kind of kid gets a gun and kills somebody. I didn't inspire him to do that. I inspired him to do something else. And he thanked me. I literally broke apart. That's exciting. It's a privilege. It's just because of how I deliver my product. And I can't predict the outcome and preach to it. And I don't. And my maker says you're not going to predict the outcome of your living here and preach to it. Boy. You know nothing of where you go when you leave here, and you're not predicting the outcome of it. You know nothing of living here. How can you predict the outcome of it, boomwort? You live through the whole thing, dumb. The old man told me in the bathroom the other day. And when I was 25 and set my life up, I didn't even know what living is. And I had to regret it and live it out. I'm privileged to see somebody. How about Bill Gates? I tell you, what I remember was some of the loveliest things. That was this is a song by America, Only in Your Heart. I heard Bill Gates say that. The song America, Only in Your Heart. Bill Gates said that on stage. What a privilege to get to witness Bill Gates saying that on stage. That's pretty nice. I respect Bill Gates. I think his equipment's outdated, and I think it's time to update all that. Garbage! Out! Only what Bill Gates said was priceless, and how he managed and answered questions of those college kids. Money! He really never spewed any crap at all. Basically, threw it back in their conscience again and again and again. Right on. You got a conscience? Use it. I don't think any of you are. You use your conscience. Living this planet isn't here. At least the positions and you man in these positions is not by humans living their conscience. You're not going to Washington and manning and installing positions and funding them with your conscience. Tough decisions mean you told your conscience to go straight to hell in a handbasket. We'll starve if we don't. Aha! Well, if you don't get honest, you absolutely can't get out of it. You're yelling choice. You're not going to have a choice of starvation. You keep this up. And you still got time. You can plant something to eat on every berm that it requires nothing of hybrid. It requires it's a weed, and everyone knows how to eat it. Plant it! Now! Said the old woman that took me and my children for a weed walk in a commune one time. She said we starved in Germany because there were no canned goods. Before the Nazis, starved in Germany, no canned goods. Before the Nazis. We didn't know what to eat in the forest. It was right there in front of us. Germany messed with a lot long before Nazis. Messed with a lot long before Nazis. That were a do-good agency, brown shirts went to hell because of an educated clique. Everywhere! So I wonder about it. Looks like a setup to me, more than the Nazis were terrible people, and most of them had a lot of hair on their head. Most of them. You want to get into percents? You couldn't find the percent that did not! Supremacist. Is there such a thing as a supremacist? No. Why would you allow yourself to get labeled that? Why? Or is there such a thing as white? When I remind anybody of every color, I ain't white. I got more color than all of you. I ain't heard much of an argument yet. Not yet. Especially those from Africa, do not argue with me. When I said, I got the color, and you know it. Yep, you got the color. Too long to upload. I'll be back, Bare Bones Broadcasting.